Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Storm Talk on this Thursday night. And, somebody retitled it to Weekend Soaker. Hey, that works too. Whatever works for my graphic here. But we are talking about the potential for some heavy rain as we head into the upcoming weekend, certainly. I do want to take a moment here. We haven't had a chance to do this yet because we've been under so much chaos since we've had this done. But you may have noticed the weather office has been redone in recent time. Let me take a little bit of a tour here. Let me turn the camera around. You can see our logo there on the wall, which is kind of nice, I think, to see. And then we got our Christmas tree there in the corner. And then we got our wall of monitors. We monitor everything. Notice I'm watching Home Alone 2 right now. I love Home Alone. And we got our SkyTrack cameras up on the wall as well, and other part of our office. So, let me flip around all the way to the other way. Hold on one second. And we have our lovely faces on the wall. Kevin's face is getting remodeled right now. So his will be back on the wall here shortly. So there you go. A little bit of a tour behind the scenes, a little bit of the weather office here. And we're proud of it. It's a very good working office. Many TV stations don't have something like this, so it's nice to have that. It gives us a chance to really work on models and blogging and forecasting back here away from the news set, which is actually another room down the hall here. So anyway, all right, let's get right to the weather. We got a lot to talk about. So let's start you off with the latest here on the radar and satellite. Obviously, nothing at the moment to talk about, just cloud cover, but you don't have to go far. You see already showers breaking out across areas of Illinois and into Iowa. Even that pink shading, that's freezing rain and drizzle now developing in eastern areas of Iowa. They already have alerts out for freezing rain in that area, and then just bands of snow developing toward the Twin Cities. But the beginning stages of this system is now taking shape. You see the rain, little speckles trying to show up as far south as St. Louis. We'll see all that fill in while you're sleeping tonight and move in our direction. But this is the main storm. It's across L.A., heading towards San Diego. It's a pretty powerful low pressure just now developing. You actually see, if you look carefully, a little bit of the circular motion there spinning over areas of Southern California. That's going to be a problem for us, certainly for the weekend. So here's the latest on our Futurecast. Now, I'm going to show you the in-house models, and then I won't get into the other models in a second. Our in-house model is showing the scattering of showers, as I mentioned, will be developing in random spots tonight, during the day, tomorrow, really. In between each downpour, you'll have to dodge. Will just be cloudy, breezy, and temperatures back in the 60s. But then the low in California gets closer, not quite to us, but gets close enough to us, we get a reaction to it in the atmosphere, and heavier rain then begins to develop as we into early Saturday morning. And this could have some thunder with it, by the way. It could wake you up early on Saturday. Then we'll see just waves of rain. And this is where the forecast gets chaotic when it comes to rain amounts and the intensity of the rain and so forth. Is Futurecast now saying that the rain band is going to get hung up over areas of northern Kentucky and southern Indiana. That is still a big if at this point. And the reason why I say that is that other models, which you'll see in a minute, take that rain band and push it more to the north, and that would change the dynamic for Saturday night. If Futurecast is right, we're going to have heavy rain during the afternoon hours on Saturday. A dry slot, though, is developing here to the south. We've got to watch that dry slot and watch what happens to the models. It pushes it northbound, but it stops it right across areas of Bullitt County into Shelby County. This area here, to the south of Louisville, will likely see temperatures right around 70, very windy, warm, but mostly dry throughout Saturday night. All the heavy rain then gets focused and in access across Indiana and along the Ohio River, included here in the Louisville area. If this band of dry air can punch more northbound Saturday night, we'll get a chance to shut the rain off even in the Louisville area, and we'll even if it goes even further, it can shut it off in Indiana. But I think it may stop around Louisville, and this area may dry out and see temperatures around 70. That's why I got 70 still in the forecast. I'm not going to lower it down just yet because I still think there's a chance we could see this dry slot work its way in sometime Saturday night into Sunday. It's important to mention that because if we get the dry slot here in Louisville, then we can knock down the rain totals in this area for a grand total, but we will certainly have to increase them for areas of Indiana. So that's why you're seeing a varying amount of rain totals and forecasts, probably between different stations, different agencies. It's because there's different models saying how much the area will stay all rain and how much will get dry slotted Saturday night, and that will impact totals. So that's why I want to explain that a little bit so everybody understands that that's why there's going to be a variance here in amounts. I'm not really sticking to one set number yet for Louisville on amounts until we can nail down a better idea of that dry slotting that will take place Saturday night. And I think it's still too early in the game to do that. We got another day to fine-tune that, so let's use another day and get it right. All right, now as we end to Sunday morning itself, after the dry slot happens, this model is counting on the idea that only our southern counties will warm up to around 70. It is indicating a line of thunderstorms It's even got a little bit of a wiggle nature to it there, would indicate some rotation potentially with some of these. So we got to watch it for a chance for severe weather to develop early Sunday morning in our southeast quadrant of our viewing area. I don't see that happening for areas of Indiana. This is mainly a southeast quadrant from Louisville down toward about Columbia that we got to watch Sunday morning for the chance for some isolated severe thunderstorms. Nevertheless, very heavy rain, gusty winds will be found with that band. And then after that, it's all over as we head toward midday. So let's take in that model I just showed you an account. If we do, it's saying that the axis of heavy rain is going to get stuck closer to Louisville, and that would mean the rain totals are going to go up higher than first expected. It's going over 5 inches, in fact, which is tremendous. It cuts down a little bit on the mountains in Indiana and keeps a pretty healthy amount across our southern counties. But I stress, some models take the heavier band up into here and cut down on these totals to only maybe an inch or two across areas of Kentucky. And that is still a possibility. I wouldn't rule that out. So kind of confusing the rain totals. But either way, how you look at it, the Weather Prediction Center, the ones that take care of the precipitation side of things, they're going to go ahead and issue already a moderate risk for at least 5 inches of rain that will fall along Indiana and northern Kentucky, which would cause some flooding problems. So we got to watch that carefully. And again, they'll adjust that each 12-hour period and let you know if they move it around even more than that. So let me show you what the other models are saying now. You saw the in-house model, the one right now that we were kind of leaning toward because it is updated so much more often than the other models are. So hopefully it catches trends faster than these other models, which only update every 6 hours. Here's the NAM model. As we went into Saturday night and early afternoon on Saturday, it is picking up in that band of heavier rain, but notice it already is a little further to the north than the in-house model was and does keep southern Kentucky mostly dry during the day on Saturday. In fact, as we went into Saturday night around midnight, it takes that dry slot all the way into Louisville, and a good chunk of Kentucky is dry. This would certainly mean 70-degree weather in our southeast counties, and then heavier rain axis actually be shifted way to the west, back toward areas of St. Louis. Then it brings in the main line, but this would actually be severe thunderstorms more than likely based on the NAM and the wind fields with the NAM. That would be a concern, and you got the snow breaking out in Illinois, but that would be actually heading more north and not east, so not a factor for us. So that's the NAM. Now let me show you the GFS. It doesn't have as much detail as an NAM because it's a different type of model. That's why it looks a little different. But it is showing by Saturday afternoon a very similar idea that the heavier rain will mainly fall in Indiana. And it's got light green. This could end up being all dry Saturday afternoon. And then as we head into the midnight time frame, it does take the dry slot. Again, very close to Louisville and southeast Kentucky. And the axis of heavy rain located just north of Louisville in Indiana. And then it sweeps it on by in the form of thunderstorms early Sunday morning, and then it's out of here. So before I get to this map you're looking at now, just stressing that we'll have to fine-tune the dry slotting that will affect rain amounts. And we'll do that in the morning. Ryan Hoke, by the way, is going to be in tomorrow morning for Lauren Jones and Christy Dutton, so make sure to check it out for that. All right, for you snow lovers, I want to try to feed you guys, too, a little bit here while I'm at it. We talked a lot about the idea that Christmas will be dry, and it will be, but the day after Christmas, ignore this banner. It's the wrong banner on it. I apologize for that. It is showing a low pressure. It's going to move across the southeast corner of the country as we head into Christmas Day itself, and then it heads up the East Coast and develops into a decent low. And this is the European model that I'm showing you, by the way. At the same time, there's a trough that's going to be moving down from the Great Lakes. It's going to be moving through the Ohio Valley. The two of these look like they're going to join forces right over the Mid-Atlantic and parts of Kentucky, and this should enhance some snowfall across central and east Kentucky for the day after Christmas. It's going to be a close call for Louisville, as you see, we're right on the edge, but some light snow showers, but perhaps an accumulating snow for east Kentucky. I think here in Louisville it'll be mostly snow showers based on this model run, but nevertheless, it's a chance for some snow, but it'll be the day after. Now, if you want something a little bit bigger, you got to look toward New Year's, and the European can only see out until a couple days before it, but I can tell you the pattern is setting up ripe here for an Arctic surge to come down from the north. We've got energy coming out from Texas, and the classic signs are there for a low pressure to develop over areas of Alabama or Georgia for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We've got to figure out how much warm air and cold air is going to be found across Kentucky, and of course that's always a big question, and we never know that until the very last minute. All right. Wow, this is a long one again. I was really hoping I was going to do a short blog tonight. All right, we're about 30 seconds away. I got to wrap it up, but that's how the weekend sets up there. Again, it's a very complicated setup here, but a very volatile one too, so you need to pay attention, and we're going to do that too and keep you updated on it. And for your snow lovers, hang in there. Winter begins on Saturday officially at 12:11 p.m. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at 11.